Welcome to our politics discussion podcast. I'm Claire, and joining me is Alan. Today, we're covering several key stories that have emerged recently.
That's right, Claire. We have a lot to unpack, from political developments in the U.S. to international incidents. Let's start with one of the most pressing stories.
The story revolves around U.S. Rep. George Santos, who was reported to federal prosecutors due to suspicious trades on a prediction market called Kelsey. Apparently, Santos boasted about attending President Donald Trump's State of the Union address and then bet against his own attendance.
That's interesting. How does this prediction market work, and what exactly were the suspicious trades?
From what the reporting says, Kalshi is a platform where users can bet on various events, including political happenings. In this case, Santos allegedly made trades that suggested he wouldn't attend the State of the Union address after initially indicating he would.
So it sounds like there was a potential conflict or inconsistency in his actions. What do we know about the report to federal prosecutors?
The prediction market reportedly flagged Santos's trades as suspicious and forwarded this information to federal prosecutors. The exact details of the trades and the reasoning behind flagging them aren't entirely clear from the articles.
I see. This raises questions about insider trading or potentially using non-public information for personal gain. Has Santos responded to these allegations?
The articles don't mention a specific response from Santos. It's worth noting that these reports are based on sources, and we don't have direct statements from Santos or his representatives.
Okay, got it. Let's move on to another significant story.
Kuwait recently suspended commercial flights after an Iranian drone attack damaged their airport and caused injuries. This happened shortly after Iran and the U.S. exchanged missile strikes in the region.
That sounds like a serious escalation. What do we know about the drone attack and its impact?
According to the reports, the drone attack hit Kuwait's airport, causing significant damage and injuring several people. The Kuwaiti government responded by halting commercial flights.
How does this fit into the broader context of tensions between Iran and the U.S.? Was this attack seen as a direct response to recent military actions?
The articles suggest that the attack came after a period of heightened tensions and military exchanges between Iran and the U.S. It appears to be part of a larger pattern of retaliatory actions.
This situation is quite volatile. Have there been any official statements from Kuwait or other regional actors about how they plan to respond?
The Defense Ministry spokesperson for Kuwait, Brigadier General Saud Abdullah al-Otaibi, is quoted in the articles confirming the attack and the suspension of flights. However, details about a specific response or further actions are not clear.
All right. Let's switch to another domestic political story.
The U.S. House of Representatives approved a war powers resolution aimed at halting military action against Iran. This move was seen as a rebuke to President Donald Trump, with some Republicans joining Democrats to pass the resolution.
That's a significant legislative action. What are the implications of this resolution, and how does it relate to the broader context of U.S.-Iran tensions?
The resolution is essentially a congressional check on the executive branch's power to engage in military action without legislative approval. It reflects ongoing debates about war powers and the role of Congress in authorizing military actions.
So this is about the constitutional separation of powers. Did the articles mention how Trump responded to this resolution?
The reports indicate that Trump was defied by this action, as the resolution directly challenges his authority to continue military action against Iran. However, specific quotes or reactions from Trump aren't mentioned.
Okay, moving on, we have a story about political developments in India.
The Trinamool Congress, TMC, in West Bengal dissolved all its organizational committees and frontal organizations. This move is part of a comprehensive review and restructuring effort within the party.
What prompted this decision? Was there an internal crisis or rebellion within the TMC?
According to the reports, the TMC's decision followed indications of internal rifts, including reports that 58 dissident MLAs backed an expelled legislator, Ritabrata Banerjee. The party is undertaking a thorough introspection and performance review.
So it seems like the TMC is trying to regain control and possibly address internal dissent. What does this mean for the party's future in West Bengal?
The articles suggest that this overhaul aims to rebuild the party machinery and prepare for future elections. The TMC is likely trying to address the reasons behind their recent electoral defeats and internal divisions.
That makes sense. Finally, let's discuss a social issue that's been making headlines.
A recent Gallup poll indicates that acceptance of same-sex marriage in the U.S. has plateaued after decades of increasing support. There's also been a noted decline in support among Republicans.
That's a significant shift. What are the overall numbers from the poll, and how do they compare to previous trends?
The poll shows that about 2/3 of U.S. adults now believe same-sex marriage should be recognized. This represents a stall in the previously steady increase in support.
What might be driving this stall in acceptance, particularly among Republicans?
The articles don't provide a clear reason, but it's likely related to broader cultural and political divisions in the U.S. The decline among Republicans could be tied to various factors, including political polarization.
That's an interesting development. As we wrap up today's discussion, it's clear that there are many complex issues at play, both domestically and internationally.
Absolutely. These stories highlight the ongoing challenges and debates in politics, from military actions and political accountability to social issues and internal party dynamics.
Well, that's all for today's episode. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, and goodbye.